Here's my new project. There's a Big Bear 400 4x4. Not sure on the year yet. I'll look up the VIN number later and see what it is. But they said it did run at one point. I don't know if it smokes or not. He said he didn't know. The guy that I bought it from came with the rear seat. I'm guessing this here is where the problem is, because he undid some bolts and he took some stuff out and he put it in the bucket. But it seems to be complete. The rear brake assembly is missing, and it kind of looks like he had some differential oil leak, so I may have to change the rear seals. Other than that, it looks pretty complete. These engines are pretty good, so hopefully I can get this thing running within a few days. You know, obviously clean the carburetor. It has some old gas in there, so empty the gas and put new gas in there. It did come with the key at one point. He said he had it and he was gonna send it to me, but he never did, so I'm gonna go ahead and get a new key for it. I think I may have one laying around somewhere. But it's just like my old one. I think my old one was a 2001, and after I was done with it, it looked almost brand new. Came with the ITP rims, 12-inch, and the ITP tires. They are 26 12 by 12 for the rear. And I'm not sure what the fronts are. I think it's 26 10s by 12s. Yep. So I'm going to check the oil, check the obvious, start here, and then we'll see where I'll end up from there. My plan for this thing is get new fenders, change these out. I don't really like this tan color. Maybe sell these. I have the light bulb, but paint everything either black or like a bed liner black. That way it doesn't rust as easily. Clean up the rims. See if I can bring the polish back. And hopefully after that everything will start looking good. I'm going to repaint that rear seat. The seat's in good shape, so hopefully I won't take long to get this thing going so I can start a new project. I'll keep you updated. Figured out what that problem was. The previous owner took the side cover off, and it's I don't know exactly what he was trying to do. I don't know if the stator was bad or anything. The guy I got it from didn't know. He bought it from an uncle or something. I guess he gave up on it, so I bought it from him. These two gears here I replaced from a parts engine I had, and I'm gonna go ahead and change all this out because I don't know exactly what was wrong with it, and I don't want to put it back together and then find out that the stator was bad and then have to take it back apart. So I'm gonna switch everything out from this parts engine that I had. I already took everything out, so all I have to do is just swap them out. I already changed those gears, took the flywheel off, and I think that's the hardest thing to do, is pull that thing off. I used a jaw puller. This is what I used. 6-inch jaw puller. Just shoved it one in here, here, and here, and just cranked it. And then once I had it pretty tight, I gave it a little tap with the hammer, and it popped right out. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that on. I'm gonna go ahead and paint that cover while it's off before I put it on, so it looks new, and then put some oil and see if it cranks. But hopefully everything goes smoothly. I'm gonna clean out that rust and get her going soon. But I just wanted to let you know what I have done so far. Put everything back on this engine. Everything went pretty smoothly. Didn't have any problems at all. Put the flywheel on there. It has a little notch. You can kind of see the little notch there. And there's a little pin type thing that lines up to. So it's pretty easy to install. I painted the cover, the other one. I'm going to switch stators and install the other one just to make sure everything works good. And once I do that, then I'm going to put her back. If it dries fast enough, maybe I can put her back today and put some oil and see if I can crank that on. I'm gonna take the carburetor off in a little bit and clean it. I do have a spare one. I'll probably just clean that one first and put that on while I'm cleaning this, just to try it out, and then I'll decide which one runs better, or which one I'll use, depending on my condition, and I'll go from there. And then once I get the engine going, I'm probably gonna take these fenders off, start sanding and painting everything so I can make it look new. I already have some fenders in order that I'm gonna go pick up. I think I'm gonna go with blue. So keep the seat, I'm gonna paint that black, make it look nice. But let me show you the notches the little notch I was talking about. That little deal there, that comes off. If you move it to the side, it'll come off, and then you can get the flywheel off, or the little gear in the back. Looks pretty straightforward, shouldn't have a problem. Let me show you the gears that were in the bucket. I don't think they're usable anymore, they're pretty rusted out. This is the bucket, and everything looks exactly like what it looks like in there. Put these in a solution, see if I can get them clean, but it's not working very well. That's the back, that gear that goes in the back of the flywheel. So I think this guy just I don't think he took the flywheel off correctly, and then didn't want to buy the new one and just sold it. But looks like he unscrewed the flywheel. There's a few screws in there. He unscrewed these. See if he could take it off that way, and on the process of it he probably broke it. That's what I'm guessing, because the flywheel's not in there and the pieces that bolt onto the back are there. So I'm pretty sure he did that. So again, all you get is that jaw puller. You put the middle in here, put the sides there, and you pull on it, and then you tap it a tad with the hammer. Don't go too crazy, and it should pop right out. So I switched these gears. These are all rusted out. The bearings inside are rusted out. And once that thing dries, hopefully in a little bit, the sun's out pretty hot, I can put it on, put some oil, and crank it. So we'll see. If I do that, I'll go ahead and tape it so you can see the progress.